Hello, everybody. I like to talk a lot, so I was asked one time, how can you do this and speak at the same time? And I tell them, well, it's because I've learned very easily how to walk and chew gum at the same time. It's the people who can't walk and chew gum at the same time who are going to have a hard time working while they're speaking. My brother Mark's that way. I have a brother who he can't even think about doing anything. If he's got a conversation going, he's got to completely stop, completely concentrate on what he's talking about, and he's got to completely stop work. If you noticed before, we had a bazooka pump going before. Well, I didn't want to get it dirty. This is a small job. So I said, you can use a finish pump. I'm going to get rid of some of these small rolls of tape too. I said, you can use a finish pump, but you need a gorilla arm because this bazooka is heavy when it gets full of mud. So you have to hold it up when you pump it up like you just saw me do, but that's okay. So I thought I'd try to do a joke of the day. So I'm going to tell you some jokes right now while I'm doing this. I don't want to stop working because this is what I'm getting paid to do. I'm not getting paid to do videos. I'm Swedish. My nationality is I'm Swedish, I'm Norwegian, and I'm an American Indian. My mom was an American Indian. She was born on a reservation. My dad's parents came from Sweden and Norway, and I had to learn the hard way that I can't hold my liquor, being an Indian in me. So, and then I come to the conclusion, every time the Indian gets drunk, the Viking wants to ravage and pillage the nearby village. So I had to give up drinking. I've been sober now 32 years this year. And but I told you that story to tell you this one. A Swede goes to the docks and he goes, hey, I got a ticket here for a riverboat cruise for $100. The guy says, have you got the $100? He goes, yeah. He shows him the $100. The guy grabs the $100, hits him over the head, shoves him in the barrel, and sends him down the river. A little while later, the Norwegian comes up. And he says, hey, I got a ticket here for a riverboat cruise for $100. And again, they asked him, do you have the $100? He goes, yeah. Shows him the $100. The guy grabs his $100, knocks him over the head, shoves him in the barrel, and sends him down the river. Well, it didn't take long. They came to, and the Norwegian looks over and sees the Swede and yells over to him, hey, do you think we serve lunch on this cruise? And the Swede goes, well, they didn't last year. So I can tell that joke because I'm Swedish and Norwegian. So what I'm doing right now is I'm rolling these angles out. I'm going to glaze them in a second, but this is a little bit lower than the last job I was on, so it's a little bit easier. These are less than 9 foot, a little more than 8, but less than 9. So, ooh, hear that? I've got a screw sticking out there, so I got to be very careful when I run the angle head over it, because I can chip the blade. Those blades are made out of carbide, but they will chip, even though they're pretty hard, and it's going to cost me over $100 to fix it. So, you know, a lot of people don't understand the cost of these tools, but that bazooka that I was just running a minute ago, brand new, when I bought it, was about $1,200. That was about $1,200. And it's useless without the $350 pump. Absolutely useless. So even if you bought this for $1,200, you're still going to have to pay $350 for the pump. The mud runner, when I bought this, I don't know how much they cost today, but when I bought this was $1,100, just this. And it's useless without a $450 head and a $350 pump. So this actually costs more than the bazooka in the long run because it's, again, it's useless without the head, without the pump. So when you start adding up the cost of all these tools, unless you're going to make a living at it, you're better off just doing things by hand. I want to show you one thing before we cut tape, and that was that patch that I did earlier with the Durabond. Remember that big hole that was cut in? Well, if you look at it now, it's all hard. So all I have to do is coat this now. I'm just going to do it with topping. I'm not going to do it with Durabond. If this was in the house, I would hit right on top of that with another coat of Durabond. I would let that set up, and then I would top it. But this is a garage. It doesn't have to look as good as the house. So I'm just going to hit it with topping. Twice, it'll be done. So that's all I've got. You have a great day. Hey, I want to thank you for watching. I hope it's educational. I hope you've learned something. So if you really like what you see, please subscribe.